I'm going to ask you a few questions. Listen closely and raise your hand if you fit the question, and keep your hand raised until all questions have been asked. How many of you live on a farm or in the country?
Since last year, how many of you have visited a farm owned by grandpa or uncle in which they have tractors and large animals such as horses and cows?
Since last year, how many of you have been around a tractor like this one, whether it be bigger or smaller?
Do you think you have to live on a farm in order to be exposed to large animals and tractors? Well, today we would like to introduce ourselves. I'm Kira Rogers.
I'm Eli Kohlmeyer.
I'm Chase O'Neill.
And we're with the Danville FFA chapter. The FFA is a national organization that gives different opportunities to high school students involved in agriculture.
Today we're going to be teaching you how to be safe when you visit a farm. An estimated 300 boys and girls under the age of 20 years old die every year in a farm-related accident. And most of these accidents happen in hazards we're going to talk about today.
We want you to understand these three words: runovers, rollovers, and PTOs. Let's say them together.
Runovers, rollovers, and PTOs.
Each year, many youth die of tractor accidents. Tractors are generally the farm machinery that's linked to the most hazards on the farm each year. Each year, there are approximately 350 to 450 deaths on tractors. One of the major types of tractor accidents are rollovers. What might cause a tractor to roll over? Correct, so you should always stay away from hillsides and ditches. Do these tractors have anything special that could protect you if he was to roll over? Correct. In the past 30 years, these tractors manufactured have come with a ROP system, which is a cab or a rollover bar like this model.
Each year, many youth die from when tractors run over them. How do you think kids are run over by tractors? In almost all cases, they were an extra rider while someone else was driving. In almost all cases, the victims were an extra rider while someone else was driving. The victims are either thrown off or they could fall off from sitting incorrectly on the tractor. We'll show you how not to sit on a tractor.
PTOs, also known as the power takeoff shaft, is located here on the back of the tractor. It can be a useful tool that transfers power from the tractor back to machines like this mower here. If used incorrectly, it can be deadly and cause very big problems on your farm. Now, a PTO is an operating system that turns at a speed of 9 to 16 rotations per second. Today, I have a 7-foot piece of twine, and I'm going to roll it up on this paper towel roll here and see how long it takes us. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Now that took me 13 seconds. It would only take a PTO shaft 1 second to do. So do you think you're fast enough to get away if something like a sweatshirt gets caught in the PTO shaft? Probably not. A few steps to take when you're around PTO shafts is not to wear baggy clothing that might get caught, as well as do not turn it on when unless you're on the tractor, so it's not going to cause any hazards by being close, as well as you do not want to step over a turning PTO. Thank you for listening to our presentation about farm safety.